The Subcommittee on Space will come to order.
I can't think of a better way to begin today's discussion on the public-private ventures in space than to propose one. At the Inspiration Mars Foundation, we have designed the architecture for a mission carrying 2 astronauts to the far side of Mars and back. It would be a voyage of around 800 million miles around the Sun in 501 days. We propose to do this in collaboration with NASA as a partner in a NASA mission in the name of America and for the good of humanity. The endeavor is not motivated by business desires, but to inspire Americans in a bold adventure in space that reinvigorates space exploration. In fact, the capabilities developed through the private funding belong to NASA for this and future missions. The partnership is a new model for a space mission. It is not the model of traditional contracts or subsidies for vehicle developments, although these models are embedded in the NASA programs to be leveraged for this mission. It is a philanthropic partnership with government to augment resources and achieve even greater goals than is possible otherwise. Philanthropy has historically benefited society beyond what governments can afford or justify. What better use is there for private funding than to challenge the imaginations of people all over the world by providing a spark that invigorates the space program to further human destiny, to learn more and improve our civilization? Just as exciting times in the space program have motivated young people to study math, science, and engineering in the past, benefiting all parts of U.S. industry, this mission will surely provide that benefit. No longer is a Mars flyby mission just one more theoretical idea. It can be done, not in a matter of decades, but in a few years. Moreover, the mission might just show the way for a new model for joint effort and financing. It would attract significant private funding while enabling NASA to do what it does best and to confirm that the United States is the unquestioned leader in space. The work of this subcommittee has helped to prepare the way with the 2010 authorization. That gave NASA the Space Launch System, the Orion program, and new commercial capabilities. We propose to combine all of these elements as we have explained in the architecture study report released this week. We can accomplish this flyby within a set launch schedule using rocket systems hardware already in testing and meeting established objectives that is part of the space policy for sending people to explore Mars. But the technology in the rockets and the systems are all virtually there. Why not move this mission to the here and now and not wait until the 30s? There's a compelling reason to do that in the word opportunity. Every 15 years or so, there's a rare planetary alignment relying on gravitational forces of Mars, Sun, and Earth. An American spacecraft would have to be on its way in the first days of 2018. Otherwise, we are looking at another 15 years before that alignment happens again. If we need a plan B, there's a mission 80 days longer that flies behind Venus before going to Mars, being a unique trajectory that could be flown in 2021. However, by then, another country, almost surely China, will have seen our missed opportunity and taken the lead for themselves. May I offer a frank word to the subcommittee? The United States will carry out a flyby mission, or we'll watch as others do it. If America is ever going to do a flyby mission of Mars, then we're going to have to do it in 2018. Given the Russian recognition and value of accomplishments in human space exploration, they have announced that they will re-commercialize the Energia rocket and make that available. They also have upgrades to their capabilities, which would allow them to fly in 2017. We feel it is our civic duty to bring this attention to the executive and legislative branches of government. In 2019, it will be 50 years since we landed on the moon. Let us hope that we can look back and say that we have accomplished something in that 50 years. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and the subcommittee, and I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Tito, in your testimony, you talk about a public-private partnership with NASA for a deep space mission, and that, in contrast to past development programs, would be funded at least in part by private investment. How much do you expect this mission to cost private investors? Would those investors expect a return on their investment, or would they be considered donations? And do you intend to ask for NASA for funding, and if so, how much do you plan on asking for?
Well, this is a philanthropic effort, so you would not consider any contribution an investment. Once a mission was established and ongoing, I think there would be a prospect of raising several $100 million philanthropically. Not until we actually have a mission on the manifest. As far as overall cost, over and above what NASA is already spending on existing programs, I would say that it would be less than $1 billion. And you subtract roughly $300 million, which I think could be raised philanthropically over the 5-year period between now and the end of the mission. It would cost the government about $700 million, or about a little over $100 million a year.